Hi, everybody, this is the Wellness Warrior. Today, we're going to dive into the world of PWR, Parkinson's Wellness and Recovery. So, for this class, it's not only for people that have Parkinson's, but it's really good to work on your balance, your core, and a bunch of other different things, a little bit of your agility. So, feel free to hop in no matter what. We'll do a little bit of a warm-up. We'll do 3 sets of 7 exercises and a little bit of stretching at the end. All right, if you have any questions, I'll tell you how to get a hold of me at the end of the show. So the things that you're going to need for this class is you're going to need a chair. You're also going to, it'll probably be advantageous to have some water as well. All right, so go ahead and scoot to the edge of your chair. All right, and then just bring your arms up to the side and back down. Don't forget, if you're keeping track of your exercise, go ahead and start your watch all the way up and bring it down. Warming up the shoulders. Sure you take a nice deep breath in and out each time. All right, good. Our next one. All right, we're going to punch it out and row it back. Punch and row it back. Nice and gentle, just warming up the back a little bit, warming up the shoulders, warming up the elbows. All right, excellent. Now we're going to do some cross punches to, work our chest a little bit, open up our back and our shoulders. So from a sitting position, just punch it side to side. Really try to extend those arms as much as you can. All right, let's do a few more repeats of that. There we go, nice and easy. Good. Now I want you to open up your whole chest. Bring your hands in to your chest, open it back up. To your chest, open it up. Open up the chest. You can even pinch your shoulder blades in the back. Good. Warming up those arms, warming up the chest. All right. So next, let's take our right hand, chop it to our foot, all the way up, chop it to our foot. Still in that sitting position. If you're a little feisty and you want to stand up, go ahead and do this standing. Let's give it one more chop on this side. And let's go to the other side. Excellent. Let's put both of our hands together. Bring it up to the side. Chop to our knee this time. All the way up. Chop to the knee. All right, let's go to the other side. All right, our last bit of our warm-up, we're just gonna march our legs. So march those legs, get that knee up as high as you can. You're gonna be a little bit restricted since you're sitting, but that'll be fine. All righty, nice. All right, we're gonna start with our first move. This is called power up. Okay, so I want you to hinge at the hips, and open your body up like this. Hinge at the hips and open up. So we're gonna do all these first moves sitting. All right, so this is our posture move. So we're doing this to help maintain a better posture. A lot of times, as we age, even, you might have children or grandchildren that are a little hunchy on the forward side. So this helps open it up, pinch those shoulder blades so you can have a little bit of better posture. So the other thing we can do, and we'll do this a little bit more later, is to use our voices. So power up, power up, power up. Excellent. All right, we're gonna have a 15-second break in between each of these exercises today. Our second exercise is gonna be a weight shifting move, okay? So you're gonna put your elbow to your knee and reach up above your head. All right, come back to center, elbow to the knee and reach up, okay? Keep it going side to side. So this is weight shifting. So I want you to get that sitting bone off of your chair a little bit each time you lean over to the right and to the left. Try to increase that flexibility in your neck as well by looking at that hand each time. Shift that body weight. This is important. When you're trying to get out of the chair. Reaching up for something when you're sitting. Giving a friend a high five. Whoop, whoop. And rest. All right. So we're going to do power twist next. So for power twist, we're working our axial mobility. So I want you to bring your hands out all the way to the side. And we're going to bring our hand around and clap it to the side. Open it up. Swing it around, clap it to the other side. All right. You can try to get your legs involved too. If you notice my one knee is going down when I turn. So I want you to also work your hand-eye coordination as well. So really, when you spin like that, look at those hands and see where you're slapping. Trying to increase that flexibility in our spine. Feel free to go faster or slower, whatever you need to do today. 10 seconds. And rest. All right, our next power move is called power step. So this helps us with our transitions. So for this one, think about getting in and out of a car on both sides. So lift your right leg up, turn it to the right, and then lift the left leg over to meet it. Bring it back to center. And to the left. So as time goes on, try to get those legs up as high as you can as you turn. All right, we're trying to increase that hip flexibility. Don't be afraid to stomp a little bit too, because exercise is one of the best things you can do for bone mineral density. And that higher impact stuff builds those bones. little bit each time you do these things. And rest. All right, our next exercise, I'm gonna move back a little bit here. Our next three exercises are built to build our strength. All right, so the first one that we're gonna do is work on our leg strength. So you're gonna come up, open it up, sit it back down. Okay, ready, go. All right, open it up, sit it down. So we're doing a modified squat here to help with that leg strength. We're just throwing in the arms to work on the posture, just like our power up move to begin with. Use those arms to help you balance and go down. Try not to plop down. Try to lower yourself nice and slow so you can sit very gently. Might take some time, but work on these moves. You can even work on these moves by yourself. Just recording a bunch of times. Do it once a day. And rest. Okay, so we're going to work our core a little bit. It's a little bit different when you're sitting in a chair. So I want you to put your arms up for this one. Okay, then I want you to lift your leg up and touch that opposite foot. So put your arms up, tap the foot, bring it up. Tap the foot, bring it up. Good. Working our core strength a little bit. We're working our shoulder strength too, because in order for us to keep those arms up like that, I can feel mine fatiguing already a little bit. But working that muscular endurance in your shoulder. Don't forget, if you have some shoulder issues, just put your hands up as high as you can. Take your time doing that. All right. A few more repeats here. And rest. All right. Our last move that we're going to do in this series is what I like to call a fight move. So we're going to keep it simple today. So this is to work your balance a little bit too. So kind of shimmy your hips both ways. All right, we're going to put our fists right in front of our body and we're going to punch across. All right, back to center, punch across, back to center, just like we did for the warm-up, but now we're standing instead of sitting. Bring it back in, punch it out. Bring it back in, punch it out. And again, you can go as fast or as slow as you need to. Just pay attention to that balance, because as you turn, you're shifting that body weight from side to side. So it might throw off your balance a little bit. So make sure you're cautious with that. And each time you throw that punch, you got one foot that's nice and stable as the other one spins. And rest. All right, that's the end of round number one. Round number two, we have a 1 minute break in between each of the rounds. Round number two, we're going to do all of our moves standing. Okay, so power up move for our posture, our weight shifting move, a power rock, power twist. So we'll work our axle mobility, and power step, where we're going to work our transitions. All right, anytime we have these breaks in between, feel free to grab yourself a drink if you need one. But we're just getting our body ready for the second one. Some people like to move the whole time while we're in transition, so go ahead and do that. If you need to, just get a drink and slow things down, that's fine too. All right, let's get in position for our power up posture move from a standing position. All right, I want you to bend a little bit and power up. So bend over a little bit and power up. Really concentrate on getting those shoulder blades out from the side. It's going to look like this. This helps. So try to squat over a little bit. Power it up. Power up. Power up. Power up. Power up. Power up. Back to the front. We got 20 seconds left. Power up. Power up. Power up. Power up. Don't be afraid to yell. Power up. Throw that voice. So we keep those voices nice and strong too. All right. Next we got power rock. So we're shifting our body weight. So we'll start from shifting side to side, just like this. All right. And for this move, we're going to reach up to the left, bring it down. Up to the right, bring it down. Shift that body weight. Try to get at least 80% of that weight onto each foot that you're leaning up against before you bring it back down. If you need to make it a little harder, dip it a little bit in the middle, reach it up. Dip it a little bit in the middle, reach it up. Try to look at that hand each time too. So we're working a little bit of our hand-eye coordination by keeping an eyeball on the hand each time. And rest. All right. Our next move is going to be our power twist move. So it's going to look very similar to when we were on the chair. We're going to open all the way up. All right, really open up the chest. And we're going to turn and clap again. Bring it all the way open. Rotate and clap. Rotate and clap. Get a little swivel on that back foot because then we're working our balance a little bit too. Open it up. Keep it up. We got 25 seconds. Don't forget to smile. It's always an important part. Keep you happy, right? Good job. Shoulders are probably getting a little tired. Excellent. All right, our next move is going to be power step. So power step from a standing position is a little bit different. So concentrate on getting that foot up off the ground as much as you can. So bring it up, step it out, and reach. Back to center. Bring it up, step it out, and reach. Keep it nice and smooth. Pay attention to where your hands are going, where your feet are going. Kind of like you're stepping up over a curb. "15 seconds. Up, over, and reach. Up, over, and reach. Nice work. And rest. All righty. So now we're going to go back to our strength moves again. Remember our first strength move was the squat. So we're here. Bring it up and power up. hands out. Bring it in, shoot it out, power it up. Out, in, out, power 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 up. Out, power up. Out, in, out, power up. Out, in, out, power up. Out, in, out, power up. Power up. And power up. Excellent. Take a little break. All right, we're going to do our core move next. So remember, we're sticking up our hands. All right, and we're touching our right hand with our left toe. So bring that up and touch. Bring it up and touch. Go at your own pace. If you need to ratchet it up the pace, go ahead and do that. You need to slow it down a bit. Slow it down. That's perfectly fine. We're all at different fitness levels. Take it where you need it to go. "20 seconds. And rest. All right, we're going to stand back up. Whoops. We're going to do our cross punches next. All right, so get those fists up. Gonna turn and punch. Get that toe going behind you. You're going to shift that body weight just like we did when we did weight. Oops. Breaking things here today. Woo. Punch it over. "20 seconds. Remember, you can go faster if you need to. And rest. All right, intermission number 2. Grab yourself a drink if you need one. We're going to go onto the floor next. If you're unable to go onto the floor, you can rewind and do the first set or the second, the sitting part or the standing part. Do what you need to do to make this happen for yourself. I don't want you to turn it off because I want you to get as much exercise as you can while you're watching, while you're on the platform. All right, so let's go down onto all fours. All right. So we're going to get into a position on all fours, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. You're going to push off and power up. All right, very similar to what we did before, except now we're on all fours. So we got to use a little bit of our upper body strength to push ourselves off and to get into this power up position. Power up. 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 Don't be afraid to yell. Power up. Power up. And rest. All right. So the next one is weight shifting. I'm going to move this a little bit. All right, it's in the way now. All right, so for weight shifting, we're going to go back towards our heels. Then you're going to shift your body forward over your hands. So shift back to your heels, over to your hands. So the reason why we do these floor exercises is because you never know when you're going to have to be on the floor. Maybe something happens and you need to reach something, or you roll off the couch the wrong way and you end up on the floor or something like that. It's important to have these ground exercises so you can be able to manipulate your body so you can go where you need to go. All right, excellent. So the next one is power twist. So power twist is a little bit different. So for me at this angle, I'm going to take my right hand, I'm going to dip my right shoulder down and reach through the middle and bring it back. All right, ready and go. I'm going to do the same thing with the left hand. Reach through, bring it back. Reach it through, bring it back. So why do we do this one? First of all, we want to get our spine engaged. Think about if you have a remote control that gets under the couch, or your dog's toy gets under the couch, or your shoe gets kicked under there, you're gonna have to get down and get it, right? So reaching through, turning that spine so we can get in there. 15 seconds. This is our power twist, our axial mobility. And rest. All right, power step is next. Okay, so we're going to rotate our hip so our foot gets close to our hands. So lift up the foot, try to get it up towards our hand and bring it back. Take the other foot, same deal, bring it up. All right, maybe initially you can only go halfway. That is fine. Take some training in order to get your body to be a little more flexible, to get that foot up by that hand. So don't get frustrated at the beginning. We want to keep this moving. All right, good stuff. 20 seconds. Working that flexibility of that hip. This is our power step from all fours. And rest. Okay, so our core exercise, since we're down on all fours, is going to be a little bit different than it was when we were sitting. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to work that posterior chain, our lower back, our glutes, and our hamstrings by kicking straight backwards from this position. All right, kick it back. Kick it back. Good. Just alternate. Right and left leg. Tend to do a lot of sitting, so trying to strengthen the back part of our body is super important. 25 more seconds. Try to squeeze those glutes every time you kick it up. And rest. All right, go ahead and get up. We're going to do the last two exercises in the chair. We're going to do another set of squats. Whoop. All right, ready and go. Up, up, power up, sit, power down. Power up, power down. Power up, power down, power up, power down. Power up, 30 seconds. Power down, power up, power down, power up, power down, power up, power down. Really working those leg muscles. 15 seconds. You can make it. And rest. All righty. So our last strength move is going to be our cross punches today. So get those hands right in front of your body. Swivel and punch. And punch. And again, you could be as vigorous as you feel like. Spin it around and punch. All right, we got 10 seconds left. And rest. All right. So if you need to grab yourself a drink, go ahead and do that. We're going to do a little bit of stretching before we finish it up for today. All right, when you're ready, get to the edge of your chair. You can do most of these stretches standing, so if you feel like you have some energy left and you can stand for the stretches, go ahead and do that. Perfectly fine. All right, let's take this hand over here. This one's my right. Bring it across your body and then bring an undercut and use your other arm to hold the straight arm. All right, we're trying to get a good stretch on our shoulder. A lot of those exercises that we did today were very shoulder intensive, so we want to stretch it out a little bit. Open the fingers up too. A lot of times we forget to stretch those fingers, so really stretch them out. You can work on your breathing as well. All right, good. All right, let's take this left arm, bring it across and hold. Open up those hands. Stretch out those fingers. All right, excellent. All right, let's put our hands together. Stretch up body straight up. Let's get a little bit wider base with our legs. Really stretch out those arms. We really want to stretch our arms out on this one. It also stretches our shoulders out too. Let's go ahead and lean to one side. This will help stretch out our back, our lats. Get that spine moving in a different direction. All right, come back up to center. Let's lean it over to the other side. Give it a good stretch. Feel your arm stretching, your lat stretching all the way down to your hip. Excellent. All right. I want you to put your hands together in front of you, okay? And I just want you to pretend like you're stirring a giant cauldron, right? All the way around, increase that mobility in your shoulders, elbows. All right, let's switch directions. Excellent. Very nice. All right, let's scoot up to the edge of your chair again. Stick out that leg straight out in front of you. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see this a little bit better. All right. Try to tip that toe towards your body, and I want you to lean into it. All right, keep the leg straight. You should feel some stretching in your calf and your hamstrings. All right, sit it back up. Let's take the other leg out. Keep it nice and straight. Sit on the edge of your chair. Lean into that leg. And again, just enough where you can feel that stretch, that little bit of tension in your hamstring and your calves. Tip that toe up a little bit. All right, good. So next we're going to rotate out our ankles. So if you're able to put your leg over your knee, just rotate out that ankle. Got my skeleton sock on one foot today. All right, let's rotate the other direction. All right, let's switch feet. Rotate the other foot. And rotate it the other direction. All right, I want to thank all of you for coming today for my first show for PWR Moves, Parkinson's Wellness and Recovery. If you'd like to find out more about me, my website is wellnesswarrior.coach, and I do health and wellness coaching for a variety of clients, as well as I lead a quarterly detox as well. You can find me there or at steve@wellnesswarrior.coach. Thanks for